we're gonna go to your just sophomore album, "Close to You." When you think of what was the shift um, between Father's Day and when you get to "Close to You," you because by the time "Close to You" comes out, Jodeci had already blown up with "Forever My Lady" and stuff. Mary had already come out with "What's the 411." So it was like, okay, the guys I launched have really hit it big time. Was there pressure now for you to like, man, I need to go platinum, double platinum, like the guys who were on my that I
You know,
launched?
you know, it's two things that happened during that second album. Um, my girl died. Sonia Williams died in the basketball game with Puffy at the Manhattan College, City College.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pregnant. She was pregnant. So that
Wow.
was one thing that happened. And it was crazy. It was crazy. It was devastating. Like I didn't want to see nobody at that point. And then and the crazy part is anyway, yeah, Sonia was Misa's homegirl, Puffy's baby's mother, homegirl. And it was funny because Diddy asked me to he said, "Yo, Misa's coming up. I wanna, get with her, whatever. So can you she got a girlfriend?" And I was like, "Yeah, at first." I'll never forget we was in Howard. We was in DC. And I go downstairs to, get a soda. I meet Sonia before I see Misa or before I go back upstairs to Diddy. So I go to her and I'm talking to her and I just fell in love off sight, like Clarence fell in love. I went back to Puff, told him, I said, "Yo, man, we got a problem." And he's like, "What?" I said, "I can't do it. I can't see Misa's homegirl because I just met this shorty." And he was like a little upset, but he was like, "Yeah, all right, I understand, man. I get it." Next thing you know, Misa walks in the door with Sonia. And I'm like, "Oh shit." I said, "Yo, that's her, Puff. That's her." And you couldn't pull us apart, man. And then the basketball game, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then, going further, a step further, record companies calling me, get back on this album, get back on this album. I was like, fuck all y'all, to be honest with you. And I was walking to get my hair cut in Far Rockaway. And the train station on Mott Avenue. I had a couple of records started on the second album, and I'm walking and I see guys I went to school with, and they said, "Oh, that was Luck. The first album was Luck. He ain't gonna. Let's see if he do it again." That really hit me. So I got in my car. I called Andre. I said, "Dre," I said, "Get my hair cut. I'm coming up to you." And I said, "I just got to talk to you." I said, "We got to stop this album. I just got to stop. I want to go somewhere secluded, and I just want to work on me, man. Get these producers to fly out, come out to wherever we at." So Dre was like, "You sure?" And then at that point, he was with everything I wanted to do, and I was like, "Yeah." And that's when I started coming up with me and Eddie F. And I wanted to switch the producers. That's when I switched the lane from my producers that I was dealing with, like so much as Mark and Corey.
Mm,
But I kept them, but I didn't do as much with them because I wanted to view with other producers to get other sounds on this album. Just because the strength that the two haters said about he ain't, let's see if he do it again. And when I got with me and Mary, I called Mary. I got them to get her a limo. We go to Eddie's house, and I was just in the studio. I came up with the one night stand. I said, "Mary, sing this." She sung, "All You Want From Me Is One." And I said, "Nah, baby," as a joke. And I'm in the
ah,
I said, "Nah, baby," like being suggestive, like playing around. And Eddie F just popped his head and said, "Yo, let's keep that. Let's keep that." So I was like, "All right, nah, baby. All you want," and it started feeling, and then we just went on with it. And
wow.
I had the most fun doing that record. Like you gotta I tell these artists nowadays, man, have fun in the studio because the creation is there. But to start building memories and stories is where you're putting in the work, and that's the studio. Because you could make a great record, but you're not going to make a hit record in the studio. The people that work the record going to make it a hit. You could make a great record, but the hits come from your team that's going to work the record, like a Jimmy Jenkins, Charger Radio, Radio Bulldog, like, you know, and that's where I get, like, from me with my label now, F Media. You know, the artists are one thing, but when you have to deal with the business people on the other side, it's a whole nother level. And everybody wants it now. They want to impress people. They want to, and I get it because I'm an artist. It's over to the label side of being a CEO and got to talk to all of these other executives. You learn the business, and everything is not a rush, because if they really going to make you a star, it's a process. You got to meet with these people. And nobody's paying me to go meet with nobody. And I'm shouting your name out to these record execs and all of these people that's going to do your marketing planning for you. It's not like you're coming out with a record I'm coming out with a record and it's going to be on YouTube tomorrow. And I got my name on my label is Wushu Records. And you see them 2 weeks later working on a new album. See, that's not it. The album we're working on, I'm trying to make stars. I'm trying to make celebrities like Uptown did it in a different way. And it's a great possibility and a chance of the celebrities that they can become. You know, it's just that they got to believe in it and want it, but they have to be patient. And you got to believe in God, because if you don't take him, ain't nothing going to happen.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, as I said, you know, you mentioned about switching it up. You had All I Want, the first single on the track, with Dave Hall, and Dave Hall had done Real Love and all that stuff, and you know, incredible producer. And it started off with a great vibe. Did you write the lyrics first and then Dave came the music, or did he just create?
That was totally different. We was at Eddie's house, and Dave, I told Dave I always wanted to do that record, Affection. It was just that groove to me that all I want is, that was going to be the first single before One Night Stand. Dre flew everybody to LA. The video people, everybody flew them to LA. Big Les, Fatima, or everyone.
What?
Yeah, I had all of them. Like Fatima, Big Les, you know, all of them, they were Uptown's girls. If you look at, they was in the Michael Jackson video.
Yeah.
They were in Heavy D's video. They was in Father MC's video, Jodeci's video. I went to Uptown, to MCA, the MCA building in Cali. Dre's there. I got a hit record. Now I'm walking around like, yes. Dre in there looking out the window. We on the 30th something floor. And he's like, I think I'm making a mistake. I'm like, what? What's going on? He's like, I don't think that's the single though. He said, you left off with such a big bang. He says, I'm really thinking about going with this. And I'll never forget, he pulled his hand to the remote and played One Night Stand. He says, that's the record. I was like, but Dre, everybody's here. It's like, so what? We're going to fly everybody back. He did not get a video team, a video guy, and then hire them in LA. He flew everybody from New York out to Cali, the dancers, everybody. He didn't do the pickup like we'll hire people in LA to shoot. No, he did it all from New York, put them on flights. Everybody was looking forward to it. And he said, that's not the single. And then when he put out One Night Stand, you had to sit back and fasten your seatbelt, because when he put that out, that was the explosion of life. That was it. That was like, I'm here. And to everybody who doubted, could I do it again? I had to give up, saying he's here. He did it.
Wow.
That's why you've answered a question now, because Uptown has got two very rare 12-inch singles that us as collectors we can't seem to find them. One of them is a group called Key West. They had one single.
Key West.
Yeah, they did a single called Tomorrow Is Too Late. And I know I've only...
Kyle, right? Kyle West, right?
Got that record.
Kyle West and Terry Robinson.
I know we've got that record. And the other one is All I Want. Now, they must have pressed up All I Want with those remixes on that nobody can seem to find, and then ditched it and went with One Night Stand. So I reckon somewhere in a warehouse or some off, there is a box of them records. Right. We can't find them. We can't find them anywhere.
I got the remixes.
You need to dig them out for us.
I got the remix. I just gotta find my DAT tapes, but I got all of them because I like Dave Hall did remixes. Again, we had remixes from everybody, and Dre would not take the risk no more of just doing one song and let's go. Because radio would treat him demanded. They just kept wanting to play something different with Father, so they kept playing different remixes of the record to keep it going. And with All I Want, Dave did a remix that was so dope. The original was beautiful, but the remix, I used to perform that on tour. Like, it was just that groove that drove, you know? And the thing of it is people always loved affection. People loved affection. I go to Wembley Arena, I do Germany, I do Japan, verbatim saying the words, and the record never came out. But I mean, people listen to you. That's how you know people listening to your album, you know, because they know your words verbatim. I'm like, when I knew I made it is when I went to Japan and no one spoke a bit of English, but they knew every word to my record.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. And another track close to you with Intro.
Well, that was the record for Sonia. I dedicated the record to Sonia, and the album Close to You. Like when I say I want to get close, I just want to get close to
brilliant
you.
record, just so brilliant record that.
I just want.
Thank you. And Dre didn't want me. Dre didn't want to use Intro, and I told Dre about Intro, and I was trying to get Intro signed to Uptown, and Dre already Eddie F had him. And I'm like, Dre, what are we doing? Let's get Intro. We can do this. And Dre wasn't an Intro fan. You know, Dre was funny. Andre Harrell was a funny dude, man. I'm telling you. He laughed with you and everything. And then leave, boy.
But Intro gave a different vibe to because we love Jodeci. But Intro had a different vibe, and the way they sung the chorus on "Close to You," it was such a.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny Green. Yeah.
Was you in the studio when they put them vocals down, or was it done separately, Rat?
Huh?
Was you in the studio when they actually sang the vocals, or was it all done? It was actually.
That's why I know it was all Kenny, because Kenny was just a beast. Kenny was a beast, but he was like you said, Kenny was a different beast than Casey and JoJo. He was more a doper version of a Horace Brown. Like I could put them two together and get some miracles out of the thing. But I put Horace on my album. On the third album.
Texas Law, we're gonna go to that one because, as I said, we love those.
Everybody before they ever get it, and I heard the talent and I got them. And the thing of it was I wasn't trying to be a businessman back then. I just heard talent, I recognized it, and I snatched it. Come on, get with me. Let's go. You know.
Yeah, I'm surprised they released Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Were they looking to capitalize on Jodeci with Casey and JoJo by releasing that single? Because it's a good single, but it wasn't. They had stronger singles on that album than Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Was it just like, Jodeci's blown up, we need to?
What happened was the record pools and radio demanded that Everything's Gonna Be All Right.
Listen, that record in a club sounds unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes, and you're the record pool. You know how you guys, I don't know if they used to send to the record companies, we played your record, and this is what the record's done in my club. And when I saw the stats and everything, so I used to always want to read like what people really had to say. You getting stuff from Germany, from all around Australia, everywhere. And DJs are saying, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is the record. And
I don't know who mixed and mastered that, because like I say, it was perfect in a club.
Thank you.
Everyone's attention, really.
Man, y'all just don't understand how much of the appreciation. That's why when I used to go out on the promotional tours, I used to hit up the mom and pops. I used to hit up the manufacturers that, you know, when they had CDs that used to put the CDs in the case, just to shake their hand, go to the warehouse, just to let them know I appreciate y'all. You know, send the whole warehouse lunch on me, like just doing stuff like that, shaking hands just to say I appreciate it, because, you know, it's a job, but you got to understand when you go into those record plants and you see them people there, it's like a factory.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And they doing your stuff. They working your stuff for you. You know, you going into those in stores, those stores, and you signing autographs and stuff. I used to get so tired it's to the point where I used to give my bodyguards look like, all right, dude, this is it, money. But then somebody else will come up to you with the cry, like, please, could I just do it? Next thing you know, you be there for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
These messages, Namdi, are flying in here from
they are
all
flying
the
in.
listeners. They're absolutely flying in.
There's a lot of love for Red Lace Lingerie, which, as I said, another powerful track. Who sang the? They said do you know who sang the hook for that? Stevie,
You're
you
not
got
gonna
the
believe
CD.
this. You're not gonna believe who sung the hook. Corey Rooney's sister.
Wow.
Corey Rooney's sister, God bless her. She sung the hook to that. Because I always she could sing. Honestly, she was one of the best singers. There you go. She was one of the best singers.
Brenda Reed, it says here. Is that
yes? That was Corey Rooney's sister.
Right. I
and
see.
she was one of the best singers I've ever heard. Like
Wow.
with the soul. Like she was, to me, like one of my favorite artists is Kelly Price. And she, you know, I love Tina Marie, I love Kelly Price, I love Faith Evans. To me, those my top three. This girl, to me, if Corey, I used to always ask Corey, what are you doing? You know, but you let everybody do what they do, but she was incredible. And she give you that soul, that the collard greens and the pasta hot sauce, like gives you that on a record. And when nothing better than working with somebody that gives you that taste of soul, man. Because that's what I look for in records, man. I want that meat. I want that you in church and you smell that food cooking outside the window and you got your mom's cooking, but you smelling that right coming out the church. Like, give me some of that white rice and gravy, that smothered pork chops and whatever, money. Yeah, she was it. That was it. That Red Lace Lingerie was crazy.
Yeah. Another one that I really part was My Body.
My Body, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Corey and Prince Marky D, man.
That
And
was crazy. That was crazy. Corey Mooney and Mark.
Yeah,
and ladies, I love them.
Corey's singing the background vocals on that.
Yeah, yeah.
And we didn't realize. I didn't realize he could sing as well as produce.
Man, Corey was a bombshell. Corey would do all the work. Me and Mark would come in and press the buttons to mix the record and whatever. But Corey was the one, but Mark, it worked itself the way it was supposed to work itself out. Marky D, Prince Marky D, formerly from the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
He already put in his dues. He the one who went and got Corey to partner up with. So for him to just come in and do drops in the record back then, you thought was the shit. Like, oh my God, just pressing a button, taking the drums out. But Corey was the one that was boom boom. When he didn't hear something, he's taking it out. He's the director of traffic. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I told you about ladies. I love them, and that's Corey singing the back. I asked Steve. I said, Steve, who's singing the background? And it was what the the Soul Power, or what was it called? But
Soul
it was
Convention.
Soul Convention. But that was Corey singing, and now that's another track. I mean, how did the partnership with yourself with Corey when it comes to making those tracks? Because that was
I tell Corey my idea. I'd hum the melody to him because I'm not a singer, and Corey would just take it from there and start getting his keyboard, and then he'd first get a click track. That's how he'd start. And then he, instead of making the drum pattern, he would put chords down. Then he would build the beat around the piano. And then I'd be like, Corey, make it a little more hip hop, man. You making like I Love You joints. And he was like this, I got you. And even though I used to love it, I used to act like I hated it. I used to make it, I'd be like, hip hop, come on. You wanna know what's crazy? This rap group, I'm not gonna say their name, but they said like I sold out on my first album because I did too lovey-dovey, but they knew me when I was a street dude. And this is a top recording group, right? Saying, I'd never have no singing on my stuff. They next album, singing all through it. All through the record. And I never forget, I seen them with the guy from The Source. And I was like, this, yo, Money, you selling out. Yeah. Made it the popular thing to do. Heavy, I got the inspiration from Hev, but I knew for me to come in, I had to take it a step further. And what I wanted to do, I needed the collard greens. I needed that fried chicken. I needed that hot sauce. And that was Jodeci. Because what Heavy was doing was perfectly beautiful with him and Al B. Shaw. I loved it. And Eddie F., you know, he's being the driver, and Heavy D's tone was incredible. And it was just, if you listen to that record, somebody for me, and I said, well, I need to, you know, I'm the second tier of Uptown. So everything's on my back. I carried everything. I had to carry the torch for Jodeci. The world didn't know Jodeci. The world didn't know a Mary J. Blige. That I put that on my back. I'm the one who stepped the ladder for them to do it. If I would have took a loss, they would have took a loss. It just so happens that we took a win because of decisions that I had. I was integral in to making that make sense. You know, I'm not gonna go with, you know, I wanted Al. I wanted to do with Al, but my gut was like Al and Heavy already did it. You know, Al B. Shaw was the fucking black Elvis Presley. He was incredible. It should have made all the sense in the world. And I wanted Guy, but I didn't have the budget for Teddy Riley and Guy at that time.
Oh, with Gene Griffin around.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Oh God, Gene Griffin. I remember at the awards. I got stories for days about these cats, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, we're waiting. We're here. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a long night.
The Soul Trade and the Soul Trade Music Award. I forget the awards. The awards that I gave Michael, I was the first artist to give Michael Jackson an award, me and the group Silk. And I had my outfit being dry cleaned at the, you know, and everybody used to talking about my suit. I'm walking in to we at the Sheridan, we're going up to Aaron Hall's room, me and Teddy. They had sweets. I'm walking close. I'm getting to the suite. I'm smelling cigar smoke. So I'm thinking nothing of it. I get to the table. He opens the door. I see these old black husky big dudes. Cigars on the table, stacks of water, cash. And these guys is playing. And then I'm knowing Gene Griffin. I was like, oh shit. So I ain't, you know, thinking nothing of it. I'm walking there and he's like this, yo, what's up? I was like, hey, what's up, James? What's going on? How y'all doing? And them guys did not say one word. They just looked like this. And this guy never get his cigar and took his money and put it on the table. I was saying to myself, get me the hell out of here. I was like, get me the hell out of here before something happened at this day. But man, you gotta deal with the ups and downs of this game, man. It's crazy. It's fun. It's dangerous. It's you know, you gotta take the good with the bad, and you gotta work on your craft. That's it. Like basically.
Yeah.
You know, stay out the way.
A big question is that how come Go Natalie was not featured on Strictly Business, the
CD.
soundtrack?
He's actually in the film. He's playing in the film, but not actually on this soundtrack.
Go Natalie.
I don't know. That's a Jimmy Jenkins question.
Okay.
The record blew up. I had the best scene in the movie with what's her name?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Pardon me, Holly. you know. Holly was doing her thing, dancing. I had the best scene. That's actually what blew the record up. And I don't even know. It was so crazy because I remember I flew back. I think I was in Taiwan or something. I flew back just to record that record. They flew me in from Taiwan. I was in Taiwan. I was going to Korea. They flew me in. I did the lyrics. I dropped the verse. Flew me right back because I had to go to Korea. And that I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
There was one project you worked on again in between the first two albums. I don't know if you even remember doing this. They were like a duo, a dance pop duo called Awe and More, and the record was called Every Other Day, and it is specifically the hip hop mix which you was featured on. Did you do that mix? I don't know if you can remember it.
Yes, I remember. You know, I'm still friends with her. I'm still friends with her on Instagram. She's my friend, and we're talking about into the studio to do something.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's still doing her thing as well. And then I went to Sweden. After I did her, I went to Sweden and I did this girl named Dee Dee. She was like the female Madonna over there in Sweden. I think she was on BMG.
Wow.
And I did her, Dee Dee.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay.
They don't understand what Jodeci boys do winning all spirits.
Lay it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.